3, 2, 1, go!
Of course. That's me playing this game. Okay. Hey guys, K2's Retro Workshop. Today, we're going to be working on the Windows 98 Voodoo rig. It's been on the channel before, 1 GHz Pentium 3, onboard Voodoo graphics. I use this machine a ton, like I said in that video. Between this machine and my iMac G3, probably 80+% of my retro computing happens on these things. So, I was at an estate sale a couple months ago and picked up a Modware window kit. This is for making a window in a machine that doesn't have one. Aftermarket kit, obviously. And I got 2 of them. I've got Atomic Green here, and I think there's Lava Red out in the garage. So, since I only got 2 of them, which I kind of regret because there were a bunch of them and I'm guessing the other ones got thrown away, I've got plans for the red, and this one is going to go in this machine. I wind up having to open up this machine to show the insides when I'm at meets and stuff, and I'd like to not do that anymore. So we're going to install this. Now I did notice on the channel before, when I was posting the last video that went up, that I have over 1,000 subscribers right now. And I'd like to thank you guys for that. That's really great. And I'll be honest, a bit unexpected, but really great. And in kind of honor of that, I've made a Discord channel to discuss current projects, future projects, just chat, stuff like that. And I'll put a link below in case anyone's interested in that. But yeah, let's get modding. Okay, so the mods we're doing are as follows. I'm putting in a USB 2.0 controller card. This board has USB, but this board only has 2 USB outputs. So you've got the 2 in the back, and then this case has 2 in the front. The problem is, to use even one of the 2 in the front, I have to disable one in the back, and then I never remember which one I disabled, and it's super annoying. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put in this card, and I'm going to put a little USB hub off of here, and then wire up the 2 ports in the front to run off of this card, and then this gives me 4 extra ports in the back that I can mess with. Another mod that I'm doing is a gigabit Ethernet mod. And before I cleaned up my shed last week, I knew exactly where they both were that I had bought for this stupid thing. And now they've disappeared. So we're doing a gigabit Ethernet replacement on this thing. Maybe I'll find it in the next day or 2. I don't know where they ran off to. I have a box that literally says expansion cards on it. And it makes total sense that I would have put them in there, and they aren't in that box. Of course. So, yeah. What we're going to be doing is, the meat and potatoes of this video anyway, are going to be the window mod. And this isn't a very exciting system to see inside of, but I've been kind of wanting a window on this thing. And I don't have a fan for inside of here. This used to have a little like plastic cone thing that went on it that went over the processor, which would be perfect if we weren't using a socket adapter. So, yeah. Now, let's open this kit and take a look at everything that's inside. Like I said, I kind of wish I bought more of these, but I think green will look cool on this system. I think. So yeah, here's the instructions, and that must be our template. Here's our CCFL tube, power switch. That's mounted on a adapter there. I may not have room for that. That's okay. But here is our glass. That's what this is. So it comes with the plexiglass already cut. We've got the floppy and IDE breakout adapters here so that you don't have an ugly system when you look in it. There's gasket material here. There's gasket material here. And the coolest thing about this kit is that it actually comes with the tool necessary. Let me take this off of here so we can actually see it. Open on the line. This actually comes with a tool to cut the metal on the case. So we have everything we need in this one kit to do the window mod. And so we'll look at the, I'll look at the instructions. I'm not going to make you guys do that. But yeah, this is outside of a Sharpie to mark your case where you're making the hole. This has everything you need to do the mod. And so let's get cutting. So the first thing we need to do is figure out where this window is going on this panel here. It says to avoid fan holes and handles and such, but I think the optimal placing for this is going to wind up deleting both of those anyway. So I was at first thinking something like this, you know, the traditional taller window, but then you wind up with, from here up on the window, being nothing but power supply and back of drives and stuff, and I don't really like that. But if we go about finger distance from the bottom here, and about finger distance from the back maybe, we wind up with a pretty nice area where we see just this. And if we position that on here, it'll look about like that. And that will give us, I believe, what we need to clear. I'm going to have to check the distance here real quick. But I believe that'll have all the clearances we need to get our gasket to fit. We might run into an interference here. We'll see about that. And then I don't have to do anything with this ugly part. So let's draw that out. Sometimes. Okay, so I'm reading the instructions here. And it says, you know, decide where you'd like it, lay it in the proper location, set the provided washer against the side of the window, and use a pencil to trace around the window to draw your cutting template. I've been looking at this for, I don't know, 20 minutes, wondering what this washer has been taped to the paper for, and wondering why it's not mentioned anywhere. It's right there. So let's draw this out. Cool. So let's make sure that we are where we want to be. That top corner barely cuts off that. So I want to do 28 millimeters and 28 millimeters. I want to make sure it doesn't move. That one's crooked on here. Okay. So that's good. And then we're to use a pencil with the washer to make our line. That's pretty nifty, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no. Okay. So we need to push down over here more. That's okay. That's why we're using a pencil. That's going to be a hard one to do up there. Let's come back down here. Okay, that's good. That might be why it says to avoid handles and stuff. Learn something new every day. Alright. So there's our hole we're cutting. Cool. It says to drill a 3/8 hole. I'm not gonna let you suffer through listening to that. Glad I didn't do that pilot hole actually near the edge, because the bit did not care for that. Anyway, you can see here, it's got a little like square notch here. So using this requires us to go in. It was easier. And then we pinch off little pieces. That wasn't a good one. Let me do it again. And so we will do this entire section in little pieces like that over and over again with this tool. Not very expedient, so we will zoom through that with the magic of editing. Alright, cuts a really nice straight line, but let me tell you, I want gloves for the rest of this. I've done an inch and I already know that. So let's continue here. Oh, holy crap, guys. Okay. This tool, working your grip strength for sure. You've got to basically cut out a little tiny sliver every time you go around. This is 20 minutes. So, yeah. I'm going to keep going. But we have a computer meet, because we have a computer meet tomorrow that this computer is supposed to be at. So I'm going to be probably really sore in my hands tomorrow for that. I saved this little corner for last because I think it's going to be a nightmare. But, so of course save it for last and have the most work on it, huh? Maybe I'll do that right now. Okay. Oh, holy crap. Okay. This tool is surprisingly robust. It's had to do this punch, feels like 1,000 times now. But I will say this about this project. I don't feel bad about only buying 2 of these now. This is a lot of work. And it's about an hour later. So I got another about half hour of squeezing this stupid thing. And, yeah, I think I'm going to give the camera a break, so at least something in this shop has a break. And we'll look at it when it's done. Alright, we've got our hole made, cleaned it up with the file. Now that I've had a chance to look at it and such, it's a pretty good fit in the case. Kind of wondering how much of a problem this is going to cause with the gasket now. But, hey, we'll figure it out. So let's get this window put in. So what we're supposed to do is put this in here. One groove is smaller than the other, according to the cross section there. So we put this in here while taking little care to protect our fingers, apparently. Should probably be wearing gloves for this. I ended up needing 8 stitches last time I said that to myself and didn't grab the gloves. Of course it's going to be a pain in the butt. This might actually look pretty good. Come on. Got to fight you on both sides on the way in, I guess. Probably doesn't help that this gasket's been sitting in a shed for the better part of a decade or more in the nice New Mexico heat. But, I don't know, it's installing not too bad. It's easier. That's a lot easier. Do it from the inside so you can see where it's going. I want it to be nice and tight in there. Okay. Don't let anybody tell you this is an easy mod. Half my problem right now is probably that my hands hurt from cutting the stupid metal already. Alright, there we go. And then you're trying to come out over here, of course. Okay. What we got here? And then it says to cut the molding, leaving a 1/2 inch of overlap. Grab these scissors, as it says to use. 1/2 inch, or 10 centimeters of overlap. Okay. Once the molding strip is installed securely. Okay. So it wants us to install the molding this way. Okay. The molding is in. Fit it into the inside groove on the molding strip. To aid in installation, use a flathead screwdriver. Okay. Here's the glass. Take the protection off of this. It's going to need cleaned a little bit. Sorry if that's a sound people don't want. I don't think people log into my channel for ASMR, that's for sure. So let's take this side off too. Wow. There we go. Maybe not the cleanest glass in the world. Let me wipe this down real quick. Well, looks like this glass has a bit of crud down here, but this is very rough and it's not like sticky or anything. I think I may have to pull this out after our meet and get some of the plastic X polish and stuff and really have a go at making this clear, but it'll work for what we're doing right now. So I'm not going to mess with it more. that is. Okay. Now, this, I'll put it towards the bottom. Yeah. This goes in here. This is going to take a while. Prying and messing with this. I'm going to be covering up most of it anyway, so I'll be right back. There's our window. Seems to stick out the front more than the inside. I don't know if it's easy to see that. So maybe we won't have any interference issues here. Well, let's put it on. That seemed to go on with very little issue. So there we have our window, foggy window, but whatever. Time is of the essence here. So let's mount our cold cathode. Okay, I don't want this on for long because, yeah, but I do want to see, you know, if this guy's working like it's supposed to. So let's turn this guy on real quick and then we'll unplug her before she boots. And there's our light. Not much to see, but maybe it'll get brighter as it warms up. I don't know. Alright. Let's mount this guy. Alright, yeah, it looks pretty neat. Let's, I guess I could turn it on with the lights on, and then we'll turn the lights off real quick. So that's our glow. And that's what she looks like. CFL on the bottom, which kind of illuminates the crap on the glass here, but I'll get that taken care of. And it lights up what's underneath the... some good contrast. It lights up everything there. And I put the LED green fan here on the side, so you get a little bit more there. The light can be turned off, but the fan can't. But yeah, that actually looks really good. So here we are. We've got our window here, CFL, everything installed, working great. You can see I went ahead and decided to install the media reader in the front. I will do the drive swaps here. I just don't have room in the back for it. You can kind of see here where I installed the switch for the CFL, so that's nice to be able to turn off and on. And we got most of the way there. I had talked about doing the compact flash cards and the RAID controller, but it turns out that for some reason the listings on Amazon and other places I was able to find that have stateside stock of CF adapters all have single, and I need 2 dual adapters. So that's on the way via the slow boat, and we're going to come back to that. But I think that'll open up us some other opportunities, because I would like to have the time to explore this RAID controller, maybe this RAID controller, and check out how just a SATA SSD compares to all of it. So all of this stuff we will look at and compare in a later video. But for now, we've expanded USB, gigabit Ethernet, and most importantly, we have the window here. Now, I did do a little bit of polishing with plastics, is I think what it's called, from Meguiar's. And it cleaned up a lot of the fog and everything on the window, so it's much clearer than it used to be. There's still some stuff in here that I'm guessing you'll be able to see full screen. And there's a couple different ways I can approach this. I can get a new piece of acrylic to go in here. I can really go to town with this sheet of acrylic, which is probably what I would end up doing. And the last option would be to maybe etch some graphics into this side and try and cover up, you know, the fog or what have you on here. But that's what we've done this time around. If you have any recommendations for what we should do on the acrylic glass here, or yeah, recommendations for things to try when we're looking at storage solutions, leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to join the Discord if you're interested in that. We've got a lot going on. I'm trying to stay really busy here. Before the summer ends, I've got a huge retrobriding project I've got to do, so there's going to be another Mac video coming out soon with a full restoration of a very used Performa 200. So, yeah, have a great day.